And what is up, guys? Welcome to the Inland Sports Show, live and amplified, home edition. We tried something a little bit different this week for the Inland Sports Show. Because Teen Vision TV 16, they're doing some remodeling around the studio. And, of course, our director, Johnny Nunez, who's the best in the business, he's been tied up with high school graduations for the last several weeks. So we tried something different this week. What we did was we went out to the University of Redlands football mega camp with all those big-time college football programs that came to the U of R. And what we did was, instead of doing a traditional live show on Wednesday night, not in the Teen Vision TV 16 studio, not at home edition, but we actually went on the road. We recorded the entire show from out there at Ted Runner Stadium, the U of R, for their mega camp. So coming up, you're about to hear from several of the top high school football players in the IE that attended the U of R mega camp. We're also going to hear from Washington Huskies head coach Kalen DeBoer, Arizona State head coach Kenny Dillingham, U of R head coach Jim Good. So it's a on the road edition of the Inland Sports Show, and if it goes over well, if you guys like it, we might do more of these throughout the summer because, again, we don't have any high school or college sports going on for about another month or two. So we're trying to maybe do things a little bit more outside the box, a little more creative before we get to the start of the school year again in August, which also marks the start of the high school football season, of course, right? So we'll be back in the Teen Vision TV 16 studio soon, but in the meantime, trying to do things a little bit different. So again, we did the whole show out there at the U of R Mega Camp. We hope you guys like it. Some great interviews on the way. One quick programming note is next week, we are going to have an exclusive interview with CIF Southern Section outgoing commissioner Rob Wygott. A lot of stuff we talked to Rob about during his tenure. There's a lot of changes happening here in the Southern Section. So we're going to have that interview for you next week on the Inland Sports Show. So before we get to the actual show from the mega camp at the University of Redlands, if you're watching this video, make sure you subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel and give this video a like. We'd really appreciate it. It'll help attract more YouTube views, which we're really going for, trying to build the YouTube channel right now, so we'd really appreciate that, guys. Inland Sports also has Venmo. You can also step up your support of the show in that way. We have Venmo as well, and maybe most of all, if you know a local business or you're a local business owner and they love local sports, hey, if you support the Inland Sports Show, that is supporting local Inland Empire sports, because what we need to do is be able to have the capacity to go out across the IE and do these interviews and get highlights and do these shows. So if you're a local business and you'd like to partner with us, we'd love to advertise you right here on the Inland Sports Show. With all that said, again, we are live right now on Wednesday night. I'm going to toss it over to our University of Redlands Mega Camp show. We got a lot of great interviews coming your way. Check it out. Here it comes. Welcome everyone to the Inland Sports Show. Before we start the show, make sure you like this video and you've subscribed to the Inland Sports Show YouTube channel. And if you're a local business or organization and you'd like to promote yourself on this show, just send us an email, inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. The show starts right now. Garcia's left-footed. And what is up, everybody? Welcome to a very special Inland Sports Show on the road here at the University of Redlands. We've got another one of those big satellite camps taking place here. In fact, this is the mega camp. Tons of schools here, including UCLA, Utah, Washington is back, Oregon State. I'm leaving out a bunch of schools, but there are a ton of Division I programs here at the U of R to check out, well, our local high school football stars getting a shot to impress some of these college coaches, maybe even get a scholarship offer here on the spot at Ted Runner Stadium. Now, we got a bunch of the top high school guys here because we know the high school football season is right around the corner for me, at least. When we've got the U of R camps, we know football is right around the corner. And for these college coaches, their season is right around the corner as well. And they could be anywhere in the world, but they choose to be here at the U of R to see our local guys here in the Inland Empire. So it's very, very exciting. And again, a lot of the top programs from across the Pac-12 conference, some Mountain West schools. We've even got Penn, a school from the East Coast. So if you've got the grades, we got Penn, we got Dartmouth, some other schools here in attendance as well here at the U of R football camps. We had a chance to talk to some of our local guys, some of our local high school football players out here at the U of R trying to get noticed, maybe a scholarship offer to take that next step in their football career. Inland Sports.
I think I did good. I got some reps, but I could have did better, but that's the obvious. I like the fact that I was putting the ball where I needed to put it. I adapted to the receivers, so I like the fact that I did that. I've been working in the offseason really, really hard in the weight room, on the field, so just stay tuned. Stay tuned on the season.
I feel like today I did good on my catching and stuff like that, route running. I could have proved better on my route running, but mostly catching and stuff like that, and my route depth. While I stay focused, I'm really just tuned in with me and the game. I'm not really focused on anybody else besides just me and the football and stuff like that. I'm not really focused on the coaches and stuff like that.
I feel like I did really well. Spun it really well. Had fun. I do. I feel like I made a really good impression. Not really focused on being recruited, just getting better at football. So that's what it's about for me. Yeah, it's definitely a hassle for the reps, but I just love the competition and competing amongst the quarterbacks, see where I rank.
Actually, I think I did very great. Off the start, we did the drills. I was over there giving my 100% best. I was doing good. Then we did what we did. I think we did one-on-ones. Broke a couple of kids, caught it, did that. And then we did one-on-one drills with the linebackers doing like juke moves and everything. And then all three of my reps, I pretty much broke everybody and made them fall, so made them look silly. So we did. I didn't even realize how many people was watching me till like I turned around after the second one. I seen everybody looking. It was I was like, yeah, it felt good. It really felt good looking at them, seeing that they was watching me do what I do. So yeah. San Diego. I got Washington State. I got San Jose, Nevada. Who else? Honestly, I forgot the rest, but I got a couple of more though. Oh, Fresno State. Who else? Who else I got? Idaho. I got Northern Arizona, and I got Boise State. So I got those. Those are all of them. Yeah.
So is the recruiting process, is it fun? Is it stressful? Like, what do you think about it?
So at the start, it really was stressful. Like, I would get attention, but they wouldn't pull the trigger on me. So it's like, I would talk to all these coaches day by day by day, and then after that, it's like they wouldn't give me no offer. It was just a long process, and me talking to them, and then finally, the first school that actually pulled the trigger on me was San Diego. And once I got on from San Diego, then everything just started becoming easier and easier, and then that's how it happened. So I just started getting more and more and more attention. So that's how it happened.
Just get that first one. Right?
Yeah, it's just that first one. Yeah, it's just that first one. So you had to get that one. Yeah.
These camps.
I approach these camps just by, remaining calm, listening to my music. But all in all, I'm just blessed to be here every single day to be given this opportunity to play, to show off for these coaches like I did today. And, I'm just, ready for the season, ready to show them my film, and hopefully I get the results I want.
Like you
Yes,
feel
sir.
like maybe your film will carry more weight than just running around in a t-shirt and shorts?
Yeah, obviously film and leadership, and obviously the grades. You got to keep your grades up. But yeah, you just got to ball out during the season when the pads come on. That's all that matters, really. I believe a good football player is someone who is a good person, a caring person, both not on the field but off the field. He takes care of other people. He has integrity, the right thing when no one's doing, when no one else is looking. So yeah, just an all-around, just a genuine good human being, and someone who takes care of their team and their family and their coaches and just everybody. A lot of transfers coming in. Yeah, we got a lot of players, and I believe that we have a good coaching staff, and we're gonna do good this season. I have no doubt about that.
How's my boy Bear looking?
He's doing pretty good, obviously. He's got a ton of offers. I'm glad to be by his side. I support him throughout this entire journey, and yeah, I'm blessed to be his friend.
Sports. Also out here at the Redlands Mega Camp, ran into Nico Taylor-Morris, the former Summit High School football star, working with some high school football players, trying to help them achieve their dreams, maybe a college scholarship or get to that next level. And he's got a youth camp coming up. Here's Nico.
So June 17th, we're hosting a lineman camp for offensive linemen and defensive linemen, high school age kids and youth kids from the age of 8 to 14 at Summit High School in Fontana. Hosting it at Summit in Fontana. That's my alma mater. Definitely want to give back to the kids in the community, especially for the high school kids. Want to be able to give them a platform to be able to get data, get stats down. We can record it, and I help send out to college coaches and all of my camps for high school kids from California to Louisiana. We help get kids scholarships because some people love football. For the players who love football, I know this is access to go fulfill their dream. So if I can be able to help facilitate that, that's why I do it. That's why I'm out here, because I know that was one of my dreams, and I was able to do that, and it changed my life forever. And now every chance that I get throughout the summer and the off season, I try to provide those same opportunities. I have a lot of kids going to college. That feels good. Some are carrying on to the NFL now. Some are going to go get good jobs and now just have degrees and have a good base to go and start their life. So for many different reasons, I feel like playing football is good, just learning from the discipline and things, and for me to be able to provide that for the kids all over, especially in my direct community, it feels good. And I feel, of course, football has given me everything from the car that I drive, the way that I think, the places that I've been able to travel and just see different people do different things, and really just be able to go. It taught me how to go and grind and how to go want a little bit more out of life, and it taught me the discipline to be doing what I am doing today, running a business directly out of college. Being this young, being able to travel, being able to give kids opportunities from all over that come from having a degree, learning how to be on time, learning how to wake up early. The things that I learned from school and from football helped me be able to do what I'm doing today. So I think if kids just have the free opportunity to go play college football, you never know what you could learn, the people that you can meet that can help you continue to go be successful and you do things inside of football and outside of football off the field. So that's how, it changed my life.
Sports. All right. I'm back here on the Inland Sports Show on the road here at the UofR Mega Camp. We're going to check in with Washington Huskies head coach Kalen DeBoer. That's next here on the Inland Sports Show. And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods in Norco. #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. And Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust. The Inland Sports Show is proud to partner with Dr. Marcus Paulson and Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Dr. Paulson and his team work with children, teens, and adults using orthodontic products like traditional braces and Invisalign to make a difference in the appearance, comfort, and function of each patient's teeth. Paulson Orthodontics welcomes new patients, so schedule a visit today. Paulson Orthodontics. We make braces fun.
What up, y'all? Boostman here with a quick 2 cent. Student athletes, during competition, things will always happen that's out of your control. That's why the best athletes are the ones with short memories. Whether it's a bad call by the ref, a questionable play by your coach, or a missed opportunity, whining about it will never solve anything. The ability to move on to the next play after something doesn't go your way is a skill that all great competitors share. So many times it's not just about what you do during competition, it's about how you respond. Boostman.
The In-N-Out Burger Cover-to-Cover Reading Club is available at the San Bernardino Public Library. In-N-Out has sponsored this program for children ages 4 to 12. To participate, children must read 5 books, bring in their reading log, their book receipt, and then they can receive a prize for a free hamburger or cheeseburger from In-N-Out. Each child can do this up to 3 times. This program will run from March 4th through April 15th, and only books checked out from the San Bernardino Public Library and read during this time period can count toward the program. For more information, please contact the library at 909-381-8201. Thank you.
And welcome to the Inland Sports Show on the road at the University of Redlands Mega Camp. We got all these Pac-12 schools and more checking out our IE football players, and it's the end of the camp season here now as we get ready to maybe have a dead period and get ready for the high school football season coming up. But until then, our high school guys trying to get some great exposure as all these schools come to us. They come to the IE, they come to Stadium to check out some of our top local players. Right now, let's hear from Washington Huskies head coach Kalen DeBoer. He knows the IE is stacked with great players. In fact, we just had Jeremiah Martin, remember the pride of Cajon High School. He just wrapped up his college career with the Washington Huskies before going to the NFL. Here's Huskies head coach Kalen DeBoer. Inland Sports.
Yeah, we've had a lot of success over the years. Washington football, when it's been at its best, has had a lot of guys from this area, and we got a lot of connections as a staff down here. And what we found over the years, there's a ton of talent, and we find the right kids that want to do good things on and off the football field.
Coach Good and Coach Mariani and the guys, they do such a great job of promoting the camp here in the IE that the turnout's unbelievable. 330 kids or whatever it was so far tonight. Does it make your job just a little bit easier coming to a place like this? Did you see like 300 kids in one spot without having to run around the country? Yeah,
it's efficient, right? And Coach Good and the Redlands staff do an amazing job of just putting on the camp itself, but over the years it's just continued to build on itself, and it's got a great reputation, and we get treated so well when we come here, and the information's accessible very quickly for us, and we get a chance to see and evaluate, and of course get to kind of meet the kids, especially the ones that we haven't met. It's huge, and it's a part of the process in our evaluation and the recruiting.
Inland Sports. Also had the privilege to talk to Arizona State head football coach Kenny Dillingham. He says the Inland Empire has a long track record of sending guys to the Sun Devils. He says he's happy to be here at the University of Redlands, taking a look at some of the best high school football players in the area, and there might be some future ASU football players in the bunch. Here's Coach Dillingham.
100%. I mean, the success rate of kids in the Inland Empire in college is so at such a high rate that kids that you recruit from here usually succeed. They're usually good kids with good work ethics who love ball, and it being a 6.5 hour drive over to Tempe, it's such a good fit for us to come into this area and sign some of the best players and get them to be Sun Devils.
And with this mega camp and just, these camps at the U of R in general, I mean, you get to come here and see, I don't know how many kids were here tonight, 330. I mean, there was a ton. I mean, does it make maybe your job a little bit easier, too, seeing so many guys at one time here in the IE?
100%. The Redlands opening this up for us, Coach opening this up for us, and all the colleges that are here to see these student athletes is unbelievable. I mean, that's what college sports is about. That's what recruiting's about. It's about helping young men in high school get their education paid for and find a home for them, whether it's NAIA, D2, D1AA, whether it's a school like Arizona State, whatever that is. That's what this is about. That's what sports are supposed to be about, is helping kids and helping young men, be more successful in life. And I think Coach opening up Redlands to not just Arizona State, but, all the college coaches here is pretty special.
Anything else, Coach, you'd like to add?
We need people to come to Arizona State.
Inland Sports. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, more from the U of R Mega Camp. I'm Pep Fernandez. We'll be right back. Well, look who it is. We are back here at the Boost Performance Center with another gridiron question with the one and only Coach Ray Bass. And Coach Bass, we've heard a lot about schools that, they want the kids who are held back here, maybe for various different reasons, to get some sort of a competitive advantage. Are those schools really necessary?
Absolutely. First, I think it's important to say that not all of these schools are created equal. And I think it's important that we start to change the conversation surrounding these types of schools and manage parents' expectations. So if you're a parent who wants your kid to go to a school like this because you want them to receive an athletic scholarship, well, only 2% of high school athletes receive a scholarship. And no matter how many schools like this that pop up, I don't believe those numbers are gonna change. But if you're the parent of a student who wants to play sports in college, then the conversation needs to be, what can I do as a parent to put my kid in a position to achieve that? There's a lot that goes into earning athletic scholarship that doesn't always have to do with talent. So to go to a middle school that prioritizes academics, that prepares student athletes physically, and instills a strong work ethic, that can be very powerful going into high school. So we need to change the conversation surrounding these schools from, I want my child to become the best athlete so they can earn an athletic scholarship, to using athletics as the engine for greater achievement in life.
It all makes sense, and you heard it right here from the Boost man, Ray Bass. Again, this is the gridiron question. If you've got a question you'd like to ask Coach, make sure you hit Boost Training on Instagram, Twitter, and all the social media platforms. They'd love to hear from you.
Hey guys, this is Jason at Ken Sporting Goods. We're almost to 1,000 Instagram followers. Tell your friends, like us, come down, see us. Thank you so much for your loyalty.
Inland Sports. But it's kind of bittersweet. You look up to this guy, you're probably more than friends at this point, and now you have to see him go, but now this is your shot, man. Alexander probably could have had a chance to go to another NFL team this offseason and been that starting running back, that number one guy, all three down kind of running back, but he chose to stay with Minnesota, signed a new 2-year contract, and now he's going to get his shot, man. I mean, he has proven, he's shown flashes that he could be a starting running back. He's a great runner. He can catch the ball out of the backfield, and now his shot. Again, bittersweet, I'm sure, for him, but now this is his shot to really shine, and if he has a great season or two for Minnesota, it could create a big payday. It could create a big contract for Alexander Madison. UCLA and USC at the same camp together. So these coaches from the Bruins and the Trojans help run the camp. Chip Kelly will be there. Lincoln Riley is expected to be there. So it's a big, big deal. And again, these guys could be anywhere in the world, but they're coming to the IE. They're coming to Redlands to check out our guys, our high school football players here in the Inland Empire. It's going to be a pretty sweet deal. It's going to be a packed house. They call it the Mega Camp for a reason. Inland Sports.
The In-N-Out Burger Cover-to-Cover Reading Club is available at the San Bernardino Public Library. In-N-Out has sponsored this program for children ages 4 to 12. To participate, children must read 5 books, bring in their reading log, their book receipt, and then they can receive a prize for a free hamburger or cheeseburger from In-N-Out. Each child can do this up to 3 times. This program will run from March 4th through April 15th, and only books checked out from the San Bernardino Public Library and read during this time period can count toward the program. For more information, please contact the library at 909-381-8201. Thank you.
And guys, coming up on our next Sports Weekly on IEMG, make sure you check out our exclusive interview with JoJo Solis and Yakeem Halliburton from Aquinas Football. That is on the next episode of Sports Weekly on IEMG, so look for that next week. And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods in Norco. #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. And Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust. And welcome back to the Mega Camp at the University of Redlands. It's the Inland Sports Show on the road. Make sure you subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. We're hoping to be back in the Teen Vision TV 16 studio very, very soon. Our director, Johnny Nunez, busy with all the high school graduation broadcasts this time of the year, plus the studio at Teen Vision TV 16, getting some upgrades, the walls, the floors, just getting a little polished year, so that's very exciting as well. But again, the U of R having these great football camps for our local high school football players. We're coming to the end of camp season now, with the football season for the Bulldogs and for our local high schools now right around the corner. Here's Bulldogs head coach Jim Good talking about the great exposure that the U of R brings for our local high school football guys, and who knows, there might be some future Bulldogs at tonight's camp as well. Inland Sports. All right, now join us here, the head coach of the Bulldogs, Jim Good. And, Coach, we're wrapping up camp season here at the U of R. This was the mega camp. I mean, anybody and everybody was here for this mega camp. How do you think things went tonight?
Oh, it was awesome. Thanks to our staff. You know, the Redland Bulldogs staff, football staff, has done an unbelievable job. Coach Mariani getting registration and everything that he does. Thankfully, we have such a great staff that really helps get these camps going. And then also the visiting coaches. And then, of course, the IE football players and the high school coaches in the IE that help send guys to this direction for our camp. Can't thank those guys enough, too.
You know, Coach Mariani cracks me up because I hear him all over the field just echoing, hey, if you want reps, get reps, because he wants to make sure everyone gets a chance to, you know, impress some of these Division I college coaches and also the U of R coaches that are out here as well. Do you feel like even with, I don't know, was it 300 plus kids out here, they all got a great, you know, shot to get some exposure, get their name out there, and actually meet some of these coaches one-on-one after this mega camp that we're doing right now?
Yeah, it's almost a college football fair in a sense after this. There's a lot of business cards being handed out and conversations for kids' futures, and it's really a neat environment. It really is. I mean, I don't know if there's anywhere else like this down in Southern California with this many coaches here. And you talk about reps, that's something that we really emphasize, not only just in the camp, but in our program too. We call it Redlands. Some people call it that, at least some of our coaches do. We kind of chuckle about that. But we want guys to get reps. That's what it's all about.
And finally, Coach, I don't know if you get much of a break, but between camp season, which I know it takes a lot of time and is time-consuming and a lot of work, and the start of fall camp for the Bulldogs, do you get any downtime, or do you start game planning and getting ready for this upcoming fall season?
Well, come Wednesday, I have a long list of to-do that I got to get done. Oh, my gosh, I have a lot of stuff I got to get done. So we'll work hard through the end of June, and then once July hits, we'll take some time off and relax a little bit and get back going come August.
All right, that's University of Redlands head football coach Jim Good. Inland Sports. Well, that's going to do it for this Inland Sports Show. Very special edition on the road at the University of Redlands Mega Camp. And again, tons of college programs here tonight. Arizona State, UCLA, Utah, Washington, Oregon State. I could go on and on. All of them coming here to check out the IE and the great high school football players we have here in our own backyard. Make sure, if you're watching this video right now, and I know you are, subscribe to the Inland Sports YouTube channel. Better yet, leave a comment, hit that notification bell, help us grow this channel so we can bring you even more great coverage here in the Inland Empire. My name is Pep Fernandez. God bless you. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you next time on your favorite show, the Inland Sports Show. And this segment of the Inland Sports Show is brought to you by Ken Sporting Goods in Norco, #1 in the Inland Empire for team uniforms, sports equipment, and Letterman's jackets. Boost Performance Training in Corona. Athletes of all levels and all sports train at Boost. And also ask about the Bass Private School. And Paulson Orthodontics in Redlands. Personalized treatment you deserve from an orthodontist you can trust.